Tables are useful when they hold the state of your work, but sometimes a column shouldn't be typed in by hand. It should be produced by workflow. Workflow columns let a table run your logic row by row, write the result back into the right cell, and then keep going as new rows become ready. So a table stops being just a place to store results and becomes a pipeline that fills itself. Let me show you how it works. Alongside your workflows, a workspace can hold tables. This one tracks AI startup leads, and so far, only the company column has been typed in. A workflow column is different. Instead of typing its values in, you attach one of your workflows, and that workflow fills the column for you. Everything that defines it lives in one panel, starting with which of your workflows runs. Here, it's a small workflow that finds a company's website. Its inputs are bound to columns. On every row, the workflow will read that row's company value as its input. And its output is bound to the column it fills. So each run writes one cell right beside its source. You can run a single row to watch it work. The cell reports the run as it moves, queued first, then running. Under that badge is a real workflow run. The row's company value lands at the start block and the agent picks it up as its input. When the run finishes, the output is written back into the row. One row in, one run, one value back. You can attach more than one group to the same table. This one scores each lead and it reads the domain column that the first group fills. That dependency is called run after. The row that already has a domain queues up immediately and the empty rows simply wait. Turn on auto run and you stop clicking altogether. Every row that's ready fires on its own all at once. Now watch the cascade. The moment a row's domain lands, its score becomes eligible and starts running. Each row moves through the stages on its own. Runs finish in their own time, and every result settles in next to the data that produced it. From here, the table takes care of itself. Type in a new company and the whole pipeline runs it. The domain first, then the score, without a single click. And that's the finished table. But every value in these workflow columns was produced by a real workflow, one run for every row. So take one value. Where did this 75 actually come from? The cell remembers. Open its menu, and you can view the execution behind it. What opens is the trace of a real run, finished in under 2 seconds for 1 credit. Every block that ran is a span. Start handed the row in, and the lead scorer agent spent nearly all of the time producing the score. The cell is simply where that run wrote down its answer. And that is true all the way down. Every cell in the column is its own run, with its own trace behind it. Rows that are still working just show their state, and when a run completes, the badge becomes the value. One row failed, and the cell says so. Its own trace shows exactly which block failed and why. So fixing it is one click. Rerun the cell and the workflow runs again for just this row. The new value replaces the badge with a fresh trace behind it. That is what a workflow column really is, a column of runs where every answer comes with its receipt.